welcome. Sorry I'm a little late, guys. I'm like 5 whole minutes. But I'm here. Supreme said it was the 3rd of September. Hey, y'all caught the reference. Good. That was the day that my daddy died. Papa was a rolling stone. Dun, 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 dun. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died. Hello, welcome, y'all. Welcome back to my channel, Coach Mean on the scene, Gangsta Lean. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you all. Sorry I was late. Hi, Supreme. Hi, Corey. Welcome, guys. So today I'm feeling a lot better than I was yesterday. And that's dope. I love that for me. Corey said, I'll be back in my Arnold Schwarzenegger voice. I know I was late. I know. So that makes people leave me. I'm sorry. But I'm here now, y'all. Please forgive me. You forgive me. Let me set up my setup so I can see and make sure that I am actually not glitching. Uh-oh. Am I glitching? So, oh, I'm glitching. Am I glitching? Right now it's saying 0 people are watching. I don't know. But anyway, so let me just start right in my mouth. Did you see my message? I was the first one in this. What you said? It was the 3rd day of September. I always remember. The first like in this homeless shelter. Shut up. Oh, I had y'all in here and I wasn't here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Before I came onto the live, I wanted to, I scheduled my live a little earlier. And then what happened was I was doing something for work. And the way that I work, when I'm working on like a project, if I can finish it before lunch, I like that because that way when I go back to work from lunch, I can start on something new. I don't like stopping a project and then having to go back to it after lunch. I don't know. I don't know if that's weird, but that's something I do. So I wanted to finish up before I started the live. So that's what happened. That's what had happened, y'all. So when I looked up, I was like, "Ooh, you gonna be late." And then I had to go get some ice for my tumbler because I wanted to sip on my sparkling water. What's up, Stash Cash? What's up? Yo, so Stash, I was watching I guess that was a snippet from your last live. And I really enjoyed that. And your son, Kamari, is similar to my daughter. My daughter's name, her name was Kimani. So they have close names. But I think that's the Aquarius energy. I think that's what that is with the name choice. It's like so fire. What's up, Corey? Supreme said, can I ask you something personal? I'm having very bad reception. Yeah, Supreme, you can ask your question. You don't even have to ask if you can ask. Just ask the question. We've gone through this several times. Am I giving bad reception? Can y'all hear me? It was really good, Stash. I really enjoyed it. Aw. Can y'all hear me? Ciao. Come on. Oh, you can hear and see me good because it's on here. Like I have it playing on here too, and look what it's doing. So I'm thinking that you guys can't hear me. But if you can hear me good. If you can't, just drop a 2 in the chat if I start bugging. What's up, Yvette? How you doing? What's up, Anita? Nice to see you. And my girl, Jay. What's up? Drive safe, girl. Drive safely. So, yeah, I really liked it, Stash. I liked how articulate your son is. How old is he? He's 13, right? I think he's 13. I really appreciated that live. That was cute. But I was like, where was I? I missed this. Where the heck was I? But the last couple of weeks, this is my so-called rest time. This is like my rest time before I start smacking y'all with videos again. I think sometimes you gotta excuse me, you gotta let the people like miss you a little bit and then bam again. But I got videos on deck. Corey, what he posted was like a snippet of a live he did previously, and it was like the segment with his son. You might have been in the live. I just missed it. Oh, you meant something else? It could mean something else. Just like that? Nah, I don't know if I... That's... The jackhammer is not really my style. Anyway, Supreme said, is your daughter BFF's daughter also? No. My daughter... did I tell y'all? I did tell... There was a live I did that I privated. And I talked about... I gave y'all some tea. Like, Mama has lived. Mama has lived, y'all. Okay. So no, Kimani was not I didn't know him then. Kimani is not BFF's daughter. I met BFF in 2011. And Mani passed in 2009. So he never met her. Ha, Corey, you're mine in the gutter too, child. Yvette said I'm doing wonderful. I was fitting to go live until you could go live, girl. Don't let nobody else live stop you because people will you'll find new people. Sometimes if you go live at the same time as somebody else, you might not get your regulars in the live, but you may get some new folks. So, child, go live. First things first, content creator first. Support second. Stash said, yo, y'all some freaka leaks. Me? Maybe. Here goes Supreme. I don't watch y'all video. Well, then you missed the tea, knuckle. Don't watch. See if I can. Hey, Bambi. Bambi said, test seeing if my comments show up. Yes, finally, I can chat again. Hello, everyone. Hi. Ooh, Lord. All right. You know, I'm terrible with names, y'all. I wish y'all could help me with this. Gulam? Hello, Gulam. Welcome to the live. Bambi said 2,000 people watched my live from this morning. That's dope. Supreme said, I'm driving, not ignoring. I feel you, Supreme. Drive safely. That's dope, Bambi. That's dope. 2,000 people watching your live. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. You are a coach of tennis? Oh, I'm a coach of fitness. I'm a coach of lifestyle change, child. I'm a coach of realness. I'm going to keep it real, and you're not going to like me. That's my client. I had a client the other day. She told me, I'd be happy when you go on a trip. She said, you get on my nerves. I get on her nerves because she want to eat honey with her daggone oatmeal in the morning, and I told her, take that honey and shove it. I ain't say it like that though, but she ain't feeling me. Why it gotta be a fluke? Bambi said, all I did was drive to where Buck Burrow of Bonnie and Clyde died. Okay. Let me, y'all be, I don't know. I guess we're all guilty of it. We're all guilty of second guessing ourselves. But, like, you know what? I should rename this live, because this is the Keep It Real live. Y'all be getting on my nerves with that shit. Like, stop. Like, you just take the 2,000 likes or views or whatever, and that's it. That's all it is. Why it gotta be a fluke? Why you gotta downplay the 2K views? Y'all be doing that all the time. I don't know, and I don't know, and people, and always like spending a lot of time questioning stuff when it just is what it is. I guess we're all guilty of that to a certain degree, but stop doing that. Like, stop. Put the content out. If people watch it, they watch it. If they don't, put another video out. You trying to be a content creator, right? Just like a music star, whatever kind of music, right? They're going to have songs that everybody loves. Then they're going to put out an album. People going to be like, what is that? Think about our big girl, Beyonce. She put out Renaissance. I love Renaissance. Other people haven't even listened to the full album. They can't stand it. It is what it is. She's still putting out content. Focus on that. Goddamn. Supreme said, what the F is wrong with honey? Okay, so there's nothing really wrong with honey unless you're on a sugar-free diet. If you're diabetic, then, or if you are pre-diabetic, then honey is a what the F. You got to take that out of your diet. You've got to change your palate from sugar from sweet to savory. So adding extra sugar to things is not helping your cause. And honey, when you really break it down in your body, when it breaks down in your body, is just another sugar. I know that we've been told that brown sugar is healthier. Your body does not have a color code in it. That's not how it breaks food down. So brown sugar is sugar. Honey is sugar. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Raw sugar is sugar. So if you're her specific diet, definitely we're not doing any sugar. So no honey either. Okay. 3 years of busting my ass, so it's just weird to finally have results, you know. No, I don't. I'm sorry, Bambi, but I don't know that. Like, if you've been busting your behind for however many years, then that's great. Like, when you finally see the success, yes, you worked for that. So it's not a fluke. It's not a nothing. It's a reward for putting in the hard work. Period. Okay? No. Diabetics even have to watch their fruit intake. Because, again, like when stuff is broken down in your body, it turns into sugar. And if you have insulin problems, like insulin resistance, then you really have to keep your sugar low. The sugar intake low. Damn, that whole message just got blocked. Coach, if you have, oh no, is it just, oh God, so annoying. Maybe I should turn this off. Because it's stressing me out. Nah, Supreme, I do have another device, but my other device is far away from me, and am I, can y'all hear me? This is really annoying me. Yes, Bambi, even fruit. Like, even fruit. You can do, if you do fruit though, and as a diabetic, you can stick to like berries. Berries are better. They're less sugar. Melon is okay. Supreme said 2. Bambi saying 1. Supreme saying 2. Is Supreme being a hater or is it real? But yeah. Yeah, it's real. Sugar is a definite sugar is a definite problem. But anyway, that's not really what I wanted to talk about. I don't really have a specific topic. I was just gonna kind of troll a little bit. But ooh, there is nothing like a nice, this is seltzer water I have. Berry seltzer water with ice. Bambi said, who we trolling? You do not have that item, then who do? That's why I need to turn this computer off when I'm on lunch. Let me close it. Let me close it. I'm not really trolling anyone in particular. I just feel like being like a troll. I don't have anybody to troll in particular. Other than Supreme. I could troll Supreme. I see on your bullshit. I get that way sometimes. I see on your bullshit. What you mean? Oh, you see, I'm on my bullshit. I get that way sometimes. Yeah, I'm feeling a little whatever. But like what I was saying earlier about that, like how we second guess ourselves. It's 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 annoying sometimes because I'm like, yo, first of all, the Are You Locked In community. Hello, Bangladesh. SK Rabbi from Bangladesh. What's good? What time is it there? We said the same thing, Bambi. What time is it there? Because right now it is 1:37 where I am. 1:37 p.m. I wonder what time it is where you are. And how did you find my live? Did I just pop up on your live feed and you were like, ooh, I want to see what she's talking about? Is that what happened? I forgot who. No, I was just in Allison's live, and I was having a time over there. Like I like Allison. I never went to her live before. That was the first time me being in one of her live chats. I'm good, SK. You said maybe I'm in the algorithm. Yeah. Yeah, she's really nice. I enjoyed my time over there. She was talking about, I guess she works in either a school or a daycare. And she was talking about her trials and tribulations at her job. And how some of them kids, they must be seeing their parents doing the hokey pokey at night because they come into school climbing on top of other kids. And I'm like, what is going on? Listen, parents, keep your freaky deaky to yourself. Don't do it in the room with your kid in the room, man. What's up, Travel with Zit? How you doing? I think she does. I don't deal with parents and kids in my job anymore. The job I have now, I don't deal with the public at all. I'm behind the scenes now, but I used to have to interview kids, interview parents, interview the entire household, and do a million other things. I used to do that, and I miss certain aspects of that job because I enjoyed helping families. I really did. I enjoyed helping, but then after the C word, after the quarantine, after the big COVID, I saw a huge shift in how people act. I saw a huge shift, and there was a huge change in like in people presenting with mental illness. I cannot diagnose anybody, but they presented as though they had some mental health issues. And I was like, going into homes and doing the job that I was doing with people that are unstable is not a good idea, because you're walking into someone's home and you don't have anything but a badge. I don't have, all I had was a badge. So if any, and people can have anything in their house, right? Hi, Harold. How are you? SK, what is so sweet? Sweet? Is that supposed to say sweet? It's so sweet. How you doing, Harold? Where you from? Everybody drop in the chat and let me know where you live. Like, if it's either a state or your country, where you're from. I'll be interested. I'm from New Jersey. Well, I live in New Jersey. I'm not from here. I just live here. Oh, you're from the UK. Guess what, Harold? Harold. Hey, Tina. Guess what, Harold? I was born in the UK. I was born in London. I was. I was born in London. And this past weekend, I was hanging out with my auntie and my cousins. Um, I don't want to say that much, Bambi, but what part? Oh, AC. AC isn't too far from me. Elizabeth isn't too far from me either. I mean, New Jersey's a big state, but you can get anywhere in New Jersey, I think. I don't know. I think the most it will take is like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. But yeah, I'm in the town, you know what I'm saying? Bye, Harold. What's up, Solomon? How you doing, Richard? It was the 3rd of September. That day I always remember. Every time it's September 3rd, I sing that. I can't help it. That was the day that my daddy died. Woo! That song is so fire. The intro to that song, like if we was to do verses of 70s music, we would have to cue the music up, because those intros used to be like 5 minutes. What's up, Elevated? How y'all do? You at work, right? What's up, Danielle? Happy Wednesday. How you doing? We would have to cue those songs, because those intros is like so long. Those intros are super long. My goodness. Cause that song, Papa Was a Rolling Stone, I think the intro is like 7 minutes. No. Oh wait, I think I wore this before in my live. This is one of my shirts. My FU Fupa shirt. What I'm gonna do, guys, so that I don't discriminate, because these shirts, they're fitted, and some people might not want to wear like a fitted shirt. So I'm also going to do a mock-up for the same logo but different type of t-shirt. Solomon said, I need an intro like that long. That thing is so long. But that song is so fire. I love the Temptations. I think they have some fire music. One of my favorite songs of all time is Just My Imagination. Running away with me. That's one of my all-time favorite songs. What's up? You were here before and I said your name correctly, and now I can't even do it. Can I call you Banga? How are you? Welcome back to the live. I appreciate you for coming back. Yes, it's very comfortable. This is a very breathable shirt. It's semi-sexy. It is fire. When I wore this shirt when I was driving down to Virginia and I stopped, people were asking me about it. And I was like, ooh, let me find out. I'm corny. Don't mind me, y'all. Ibrahim. Ibrahim? Is that how you say your name? Just put a one in the chat, Ibrahim, if I'm saying that correctly. I'm terrible with names. I think when you go live, you realize. Well, I kind of knew that already. I kind of knew I was terrible with pronunciation and names. Like at my job, sometimes some of the names of some of the people I have to talk to, I'd be like, because they have like those names that have a lot of letters and K's and I's and stuff. I tear it up. You understand? What's up, Yard Star? Are you from Jamaica? Yard Star, are you from Jamaica? You's a yardie? Speaking of Jamaica, guys, I need a trip there. I need to take my hind parts down to Jamaica and go to Ochi the next time I go. No, matter of fact, I want to go to Negril and stay in Negril. The last time I went to Jamaica back in February, we went to Negril for a day trip, but I need a trip to Jamaica and spend a good eight days, 7 nights in Negril. I need that. Have y'all been to Negril? If you've never been to Jamaica, or if you've been to Jamaica and you only went to like Montego Bay, the next time you go to Negril. It's a totally different experience. It's a beautiful experience. I really love going to Negril when I go to Jamaica. The reason for that is I feel that Negril gives you more of an authentic Jamaican experience as opposed to Montego Bay. Now, Montego Bay, of course, you're in Jamaica, but it's a lot of tourists. It's a lot of resorts. So you're kind of stuck to your resort. But if you stay in Negril, they don't have that many all-inclusive resorts. They have a few. But if you want to venture and not do all-inclusive and stay in one of the Black-owned hotels, one of the Black-owned hotels that I stayed at that was cool was called Travelers. It's a guy, I think him and his brother, they used to live in Brooklyn, and they moved to Jamaica and took over their father's property. So now they run the property, and the beach that they have is fire. Like, their beach is so fire. And the local food that's around there is really good. And you get the vibe of Negril when you you don't stay at an all-inclusive resort. But if you want to stay at an all-inclusive resort in Negril, I suggest you stay at Azul, Azul. I did a review of that resort. The food at that resort, top tier. Solomon said Ocho Rios means 8 rivers. Yep. Back when the island was named Santiago. The original name of Jamaica is how do you say it? I can't remember, but it's like it's Jamaica or something like that. And it was settled by like derivatives of Spanish people in the very beginning, like the natives. But you know, the colonizers come and they takes over. What's up, Stick R2? You keep changing that name, child. Salute to the chat. Hope everyone is having a high energy day. I am. I'm feeling a lot better today. Yes, that's what it is. I was trying to, in my head, I saw it, but I told you, it's like I have a glitch with pronunciation. But and Jamaica, that place, I don't know what it is about that land. And I've been to a few islands, but when I go to Jamaica, the vibe, I get these vibrations. Oh no, my page got hacked. Your page got hacked? Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that, Stick. But I'm glad that you kept going, because sometimes when things like that happen, people get discouraged and quit. So it's dope that you didn't quit. I was kind of like being a little snippy earlier because I was talking about how what gets on my nerves is when people second guess themselves. It gets on my nerves because I'm like, you have to believe in yourself first. You gotta believe in you first. And I know we all kind of have that Debbie Downer or that thought in your head sometimes. But if you succeed at something, be proud of that. Don't downplay it. Don't be like, oh well, it wasn't that good, or I didn't do that great, or don't do that. Like, honor your achievements, man. You matter. I'm not saying you did that, Stick. I was just saying earlier I was talking about that, and I'm really proud that you didn't quit. And you know what? I think that's a good reason to have a second page. Like, what if one of your pages get hacked? At least you have that second page that you can kind of keep going with. So maybe I should start a second channel, but whew, Lord, maybe I will. But that is a lot of energy. What? Stick to it. I mean, Stick R2 said it was weird seeing my content on another person's page. And yes, you have to know self, own it, grow it, but most important, be happy with your efforts as long as you give 100%. Yes, definitely. Like, definitely. And I think if you don't do that, if you are constantly second guessing yourself or constantly downplaying your achievements, you don't get to enjoy the journey. You don't get to enjoy the process because you're constantly second guessing yourself. You're constantly questioning, is my content good? Is it bad? Is this happening? Are people gonna watch? Or the that's very tiring and it's energy draining. And I think that there is a difference between critiquing yourself, like critiquing your work and kind of doing a self-assessment. That's different than, oh, I don't know, I'm not gonna put that out because who's gonna watch it? No one's gonna like it. Why are you saying that? Like, come on. Yes. Stick R2 said making excuses is just another day. And it is just another day you've made an excuse. Yes. 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 And I mm-mm. And it stops you. It really halts your progress. And that's in everything, not just content creation. And you know, I'm a fitness coach, so the majority of the time that I hear people make a lot of excuses is surrounding fitness. It's surrounding taking care of themselves. I mean, I've heard it all. I've heard it all. But the thing is, like when people say, "Okay, I got a lot going on right now." I talk about that all the time. When people say that to me, I'm like, you should start your journey when you have a lot going on. So that's really an excuse. You haven't mentally prepared yourself to start. Just say that. Be real and say, you know what? I just don't feel like doing it right now. I'm scared to start because once I start, I have to hold myself accountable. I'm not ready to give up my junk food. Be real. Like, tell the truth. You're not ready to give up the junk food. You like getting home from work and rubbing your feet together. You don't want to have to work out. It's a lot of effort. You don't want to do it. Say that. Don't be like, oh, I have a lot going on. Because you're always going to have a lot going on in your life. You're always going to have a lot going on. There's always going to be something. So you're not really being honest with yourself. When I hear that, I know that you're not ready. You're just not ready to start. Because I think about it like this. If you were your child and you took let's take your whole body, your whole being, and put it into the body of your child. And you took your child to the pediatrician, and the pediatrician said, your child is pre-diabetic. They have to exercise, they have to eat right. As a parent, what would you do for your child? All of a sudden, doesn't matter what you got going on, you're going to make sure you're purchasing stuff that they should eat. You're going to make sure that you sign them up for some kind of activity. so that they're staying consistent with their exercise and all of that. You're going to do that for your child because you love your child. You pour everything into your child. But what my mission on this earth is that same energy that you would give your kid is the energy I want you to give yourself. When you go to the doctor and the doctor tells you you're overweight, you're on the cusp of being pre-diabetic, or if you continue on this path that you're on right now, you could become pre-diabetic, or you could develop high blood pressure, or you could develop heart disease. And you're not ready because you're not ready to give up the fried fish, and you're not ready to give up that macaroni and cheese. You're not ready to give up your snacks that you love to eat while you rub your foots together laying in the bed watching YouTube. You're not ready. And once you can be real with yourself and say that out loud and say, you know what, I don't know if I can do this. I don't think I have the willpower to stop eating the things I want to eat. What's up, triggers? If you say that, if you start getting real and stop saying, oh, I just don't have time. You don't have time to be the best version of yourself? I don't want that for you. I don't want you to stop saying, please stop. Please. Everybody. Please stop. Like, be real with yourself. Like, even me, like, I'm definitely, I try my best to keep it as real as I can about my own struggles. Food is a struggle. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. But just because you struggle, just because you have to like talk yourself off the ledge when you want to eat something you know you ain't supposed to eat. Even when you go out, even when you go away, all of the things, right? But it's worth it in the end, right? It's worth the struggle. When you feel better and you're more fit and you notice the changes, it's so much better. But I know that my approach what's up, Lily? I know that my approach sometimes, I told y'all, well, I said it earlier in the live when I was talking about one of my clients and how they said I get on their nerves. She said, you get on my nerves. She said, you get on my nerves, shorty. Because she can't have the honey. She wants the honey, and right now she's not having the honey. And she's like, it's honey is healthy. Honey comes from bees. Like, what's the big deal? And I'm like, girl, you hired me to hold you accountable. You showed me your blood work. We went through this. We've gone through this. But I think there's a certain comfort. I think that's kind of what it is too. There's a certain comfort in certain foods, especially if you've eaten that way your whole life. There's a certain comfort in the things that you like to eat. There's a certain comfort in that liquor you like to drink, right? There's a certain comfort in that. And if you have to stop, then you feel like you're missing something. Olives actually, triggers, isn't bad. You can have olives. I mean, how many olives you eating though, child? Olives isn't necessarily bad. It's just that you have to think about, like, I mean, you just have to be mindful of the sodium with olives. But olives aren't bad. It's just they're probably high in sodium. She said the entire... Wait, you ain't say all of that now. See, you said mine is olives. Look here. You prayed for me? Thank you, Danielle. I'm feeling better. Trigger said the entire container with Italian bread. You ain't say Italian bread. That, And I know you eating you a whole loaf. If you eating a whole jar, of olives, you also having a whole loaf of bread. Child. And look, I be itching up a storm. Look, your body telling you leave it alone and you still going for it. But that's the power of our cravings, right? That's the power of our cravings. Like, even though you put on a bunch of weight, even though the doctor tells you don't eat that, we still want to eat it. And we still want to do it all the time. But when you start to speak it out loud and you start to get real with it, and I can't say that enough. And the reason why I speak like that about that is because I've studied people's behavior. I've studied my clients, especially their behavior and what they say and the way that they talk themselves out of believing that they need to change their diet. And I'm pretty sure all of us, to a certain degree, can change something in our diet, right? You see how we always end up talking about diet? And we entering into the worst time of year, child. I love the fall, but with the fall comes that season from October 31st, when y'all start eating y'all candy, all the way to January 1st, when you start talking about you got a New Year's resolution. That whole season, people be packing on the pounds. And I got something coming for that. I got something coming for that season, okay? I got something coming. And YouTube is really going to help facilitate it because they have a new function on YouTube where on your community post, other people can post on your community post, which is so good. Yes. You guys are I'm going to promote it a lot earlier than I did last time because I would really like for a lot of folks to jump on the wagon and give yourself a minute to mentally prepare because we need to reverse some of our bad behavior. Don't be scared, Lily. What are we doing? Oh, we not eating olives and a loaf of Italian bread, I tell you that. Oh, we're going to get our life together and in order. That's what we're doing. We're going to get our mind right and our bodies right. She said, I told you that in secret. Hi, Kayla. How you doing? Welcome to the live, Kayla. Wait, you were like, shh, coach, listen. So, I like to eat olives with a loaf of bread. Let me see. What's my thing? I don't know. But this weekend, when I was at my aunt's house, I ate hardo bread. I ate bread, and I haven't eaten bread in a long time. I ate hardo bread. I ate cake. My aunt bakes cakes, and you can't say no to her cake. I ate cake. What else? I had brown rice, but that's still rice. I ate brown rice. I'm trying to think of things that I don't normally eat that I ate. But that was it. Most of the food, like my aunt does a pretty good job at making healthy options. But I did eat cake. And that cake ain't healthy. It had sugar in it and all that. Because even at the party I had butter chicken, I had dal, I had 3 wings, I had some grapes. I'm trying to think of everything I ate. I didn't really go like super crazy at the party. Lily said, I've been eating popcorn nonstop. Like, what kind of popcorn? She said, it's so good with the feta cheese. Oh, Lord. You got you a problem. When I get a craving to eat something sweet, I eat popcorn. But what kind of popcorn? You said you ate dog, not dog, dal. It's like mushed up lentils. Nah, Lily, that's not better. If you're going to eat popcorn, get ear popcorn and put some hot sauce on it. But you can't eat that all day either. Um, what I suggest when you're having like a sweet tooth, eat a piece of fruit. Eat an apple, eat a bowl of some cherries, eat a few cherries, eat some strawberries, some blueberries, eat like nature's candy. Eat that instead. Yay! Hi, Joe. Okay, so no hot sauce, just the ear popcorn instead of the regular butter popcorn. Because regular butter popcorn is very, very high in sodium and very, very high in fat. But it's actually a better option. Even the regular popcorn is a better option than chips. But it's not like a great option, if you know what I'm saying. Just Danielle said, before they had sweet chili Doritos, me and my sister used to put sugar on the Doritos, shake up the bag, and devour them. Father, the things I used to do. I'm telling you, the sugar is really like crack, yo. Sugar is really like crack. Oh, if you know, yeah, so you could do that. Joe, we just confessing our deepest, darkest snacks that we like to eat. And we just talking about it and talking about how cravings have so much power over us. Like, even if you have a bad reaction to it, you still eat it. Even though you know you're not supposed to eat it, you still can't stop until you get that thing. Yeah. So it says it on the bag, Lily. It'll say ear popcorn instead of popcorn. And that's a better option. It's a healthier option, less calories. You'll see it'll say like 35 calories per cup or something like that. Joe said the deepest and darkest of snacks. Ooh, my blood pressure has gone up just thinking about it. Yes, Lily, it's a healthier option. You can look for that. And also, I don't know if you like plantain chips, but plantain chips is a better option for snacks. But again, portion control. You can't just go crazy and eat all of it. Grapes also, Lily. Like, you can eat some grapes. That's my go-to snack, and I love them when they're crunchy, like crunchy grapes. Perfect. Yeah. What's up, cowboy? How you doing? But I be stuck to it, so I stopped. I love plantain chips, but I be so you can't. You don't have that control over eating like some and not all. I'm doing good now. I'm doing better today. But if you do that, like if you can change those small things and also change your mind when it comes to weight loss, and don't look at weight loss as something that you have to do quickly, and just kind of slowly work on changing your diet, that'll really help. OMG. But that's not terrible, Joe. Unless you're lactose intolerant, cheese is not terrible. I love me some cheese. And I was at my aunt's house, and my aunt is from England. She actually has a house in Manchester, and she also lives in Virginia. And she just came back from London, and she brought back cheddar from London. Oh, so good. Like, so good. She brought back I think it was extra aged white cheddar. She brought back a lot of other cheeses too, but I'm not like a cheese head like that. I don't need to eat like that molded looking cheese. All of that extra cheese, just give me some cheddar. Basic. Yes, wait, hold on. I must admit, cheddar's not bad. Lily says, yes, when I like it, I don't stop. LOL. Especially when they tell me it's healthy. Oh, and that's the thing too. That is the thing with why companies, this is what they do, because they don't care about us. They don't care about our waistline. They don't care. So what they know is if people see on the front of the bag healthy or low fat or gluten free, if they see that on on the front, they think it's a guilt free food and they can eat the entire thing. Not the case. Even healthy food has a serving size because all your body knows is the calories that you're putting in. So while plantain chips is a healthier option, eating like 2 bags in one sitting or one big huge bag of plantain chips in one sitting isn't, you're still getting all of those calories. Now those calories may be less than if you ate a trough of fries, but calories are calories, right? So you still have to watch your portions, is what I'm saying. Like when I eat a salad, it's the same. They say, oh, salad is healthy for you. And there I am eating salad all day. But eating salad all day is fine. But it's what are you putting in your salad? And are you eating dressing with a little bit of salad? Or are you eating salad with a little bit of dressing? Because what I see with mine eyes is that people have taken salad and turned it into a soup. And dressing, like putting a whole lot of dressing on your salad isn't, you've turned it unhealthy. Danielle says, yo, I just thought of those banana chips. They are fried and soaked in sugar. Tastes like sweet cardboard, but I used to eat them like the whole bag. Ooh. Yes, I was enjoying the good cheese, Joe. The good cheese. That cheese was so good. Ooh. She said, dang, coach. Dang, 2 bags. LOL, I'm fat, coach, but dang. But plantain chips are very addictive. You can eat them. Okay? And the idea that a salad has to have pasta or rice is not the answer. No, it does not. No pasta, no rice. And then people, like, people have heard that Chipotle is healthy. So they go to Chipotle and they get that salad bowl with rice in it. Take out the bloods. Take out the rice. Okay? Okay? Eat it with no rice. And then the side of chips and guac. Like, we're putting on a lot of calories. There's a lot of calories. Even though guacamole itself is healthy, if you eat a big ass bowl of guacamole and a big ass bag of chips with it, you've taken it from healthy to not. I've never had those banana chips that's dipped in sugar. Y'all got a sweet tooth. You got a sweet tooth, Danielle? I kind of have a sweet tooth a little bit. I don't know. Do I? I could go without sugar. I mean, I do go out without sugar. I could go without it. I'm more of a foodie. I'm more of like, I want food. And that's more of a struggle for me. Like not eating rice and peas, not eating macaroni and cheese, not eating bread. That's more of a struggle. Potatoes, French fries. That's more of a struggle for me than like sweets. But every once in a while, I do like a piece of cake or ice cream. I do. Does it help you guys, like when you talk about like your cravings, does that help you to not eat it or does it make you want it even more? Danielle says, I stopped using dressing. I put onion powder and garlic powder with a ting of cayenne pepper on your salad? What about lemon juice? Some people do lemon juice and olive oil. Joe said, I can go without sugar now, but back in the day, I would have a family-sized cake and a tub of ice cream for my hangover. Yes. Just going in, right? Do you think back to those times like when you were like really in the throes of eating whatever you wanted And just think back to like some of the things that you ate and you were like, dang, I really was wilding out. What's up, Glock Boy? Do you think back to those times like, what was I thinking? I think back to certain times, and I'm like, I did the damage to my body, so I have to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Danielle said carbs are my drug of choice. Sugar is my arch nemesis. But that's the thing, Danielle. Carbs is sugar. We don't look at them because they don't taste sweet when you eat it, but carbs are sugar. That's why when I do sugar-free challenges, we have to cut the carbs too, because that is sugar. It as soon as that saliva touches that bread, it's sugar. And I think that's why carbs are so addictive as well, because the body sees it as sugar. Danielle said, I have used lemon and I don't know what that is. I season my salad instead of dressing. I have used lemon and what's that? Yeah, YEAS. What's that, Danielle? Joe said, I remember one week I just came home and made garlic butter and mashed potatoes every night after work. Oh, let me tell you something about mashed potatoes. And do you make yours from scratch, Joe? Ooh, I could make some good. I haven't made that in a minute. Mashed potatoes. Oh, okay. Okay, Daniel. I see what you mean. Elevator. Elevator. Lord Jesus. Elevator said yeast. I don't think it's yeast. I eat lemon and yeast. What's up, Mama 3? Welcome to the live. She meant to say yes. Oh, and yes, I season my salad instead of dressing. Okay. Okay, look. Good job, Elevator, because my behind sitting here like, what is YEAS? Joe said, yes, I did. I don't eat carbs now. I'm on less than 20 grams a day because complex. Yes. Yes. And doesn't that make you think like what is that? Why is that? Why do complex carbohydrates or simple carbs? When you say complex carbs, are you talking about bread, pasta, rice, and potatoes? Because complex carbs, from my understanding, is carbohydrates that include fiber, and those are better for you than the simple carbs. But anyway, yeah, carbs are the devil. I know a lot of people say you should eat some, and yes, I agree, you should eat some carbs, and I think you can get some carbohydrates from your veggies. Nutritional yeast on salad is actually a thing. It is a cheese replacement. I don't know if I would want to do nutritional yeast on my salad, child. But I feel you. Okay. Complex carbs. The worst ones for me are fructose. So all the fruit except for citrus is off the menu. See, wait, Bambi probably left. But earlier Bambi was talking about Bambi was talking about diabetic. I was telling her that diabetics have to stay. Not that you're diabetic, Joe. I'm not sure if you are, but I was saying that they have to stay away from fruit. And she was like, "Dag, even fruit?" And I was like, "Yeah, it spikes your insulin." No, Danielle, you good. You join. We having a conversation. We talking. So you good. Maybe somebody else would be like nutritional yeast. They might want to try that in their salad instead of cheese. Yes. Joe said, yes, complex carbs include wheat, fructose, sugar, alcohols, onions, really, and lactose. Yeah, I don't do the wheat. Fructose, I eat fruit though. Sugar, alcohols. All those sweeteners. And that's the thing that the keto diet uses a lot. Is a lot of sugar-free items. Or that I've seen. I've never done keto, so forgive me if any of you are on keto and you're going to be like, no, coach, that's not true. I don't really subscribe to the keto diet. I just believe in whole foods, eating whole foods, changing your relationship with food, giving yourself time to lose the weight, and making those conscious diet decisions. That's what I believe. Like, all these fad diets, onions have a, oh girl, see, look, you're trying to make me say big words, child. Okay, we're gonna try, okay? Onions have a lot of oligosaccharides in them. I can now handle a little garlic and a little onion, but I only eat them once in a while. You know, so if you, when you come to my home for dinner, I'm gonna have to remember that, because everything I make, I put loads of garlic. I love garlic and onion. Wow. I'm gonna look that word up on Google so I can learn how to say it. Oligosacc. Oh, it came up. Here it goes. Wait, where's the I want you to say it for me.
Oligosaccharides.
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 Oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides. Ebony! Hi, Ebony! She said I put garlic and onion in almost everything. Me too, child. And peppers. I cut up at least five cloves of garlic. I love garlic, man. And black people, when we season food, what do we put? Onion powder, garlic powder, and everything. Danielle says garlic, onion, and shaved vegetables. Yep. What? Garlic, onion, and peppers and the like can impact fibroid growth? Come on, man. They just want to take away my damn garlic. Didn't they say garlic was good for you? What happened? What about red onion? Is it the same? I'm pretty sure it is. I sound like when I tell people don't eat rice and they like, what about brown rice? Oh, I gotta research this. That's why I love going live. When you go live, you never know where the conversation is gonna lead. And then I get to look up something new. So I learned a new word today.
Oligosaccharides.
Oligosaccharides. Ask me tomorrow how to say it. I'm gonna be like, I don't remember. So now we gotta put a note to look up onion, garlic, and effects on fibroid, especially for poor us, ladies of color. I thank God though, because I was nervous because my mama had fibroids real bad. I was scared that I was gonna get it. I don't, thank God. I don't have any. I don't have any, thank God. Joe says, so true, Danielle. You can't eat onions and garlic. I love, love, love garlic if you're not sensitive to it, but it can offset diarrhea or constipation. How are you with your how are you with your water intake, guys? Hey, Trish. Look, what homebody Trish said? Same thing. Yup. I'm about to season some salmon with the same stuff. onion powder, garlic powder. For seafood, I put some seafood seasoning, a little Old Bay. Danielle said, Ebony and Coach, I want to send you something. Can you contact me on Insta? Sure. Coach said, we can't have nothing nice. Yes. And Trish, I am still waiting for you to send me the info I requested. Ooh, she said, I'm waiting. Yeah, guys, I don't see nobody answering my question. What about your water intake? Are we drinking our water? Huh? Hey, you, I'm talking to you. You over there. You drinking your water? I'm going to look it up. Yeah, Danielle. Well, it's saying, well, this is just the Google search. You know, you got to do a little bit more research sometimes. I ain't gonna blow Trish up, but Trish know. Hi Trish. Hi Trish. Faith, hello. Danielle said I used to drink a gallon a day, but now I be out here dry. Sub-Saharan Africa. Girl, drink some water. Drink some water. But no, for real, like water intake is so important, guys. and y'all know this. We all know this, right? Me 2 times. What up, Mimi? We all know this. We know we supposed to drink our water. You know this. So why y'all ain't drinking it? Huh? Just like y'all know y'all supposed to work out. Don't get me to started now talking about, oh, I'm so busy. Life is lifing. Don't get me on that talk again. Because life is always gonna life. And my advice to you, if you want to start a fitness journey, start when life is lifing. Because just think back to that time in your life when you was on it. You was working out, you was doing everything you were supposed to do, you got snatched, you lost all that weight. Don't tell me in between all of that, nothing else was going on. I know you had something else going on, but you were able to stick to it, right? Or just think about what made you stop. Why did you stop? Was it because you started getting gassed? Because that happens. You lose a bunch of weight and you start feeling yourself and you want to be outside showing everybody how much weight you lost. And you start treating the gym or treating your workouts like a side chick. You only see them when you want some, right? Is that what you did? Faye said, the way my bladder set up after pregnancy, it's a huge interruption. Oh, talk, right? You feel like you be running to the bathroom every 2 minutes. But you know what? When you do the water, what I found is like, let's say I fall off of drinking my water the way I'm supposed to. The first couple of weeks, when you reintroduce a lot of water, you get that. But after a while, your body kind of adapts and you don't go to the bathroom as often, even though you're still drinking the same amount of water. So I don't know if that works for you, but I find that worked for me. And what that told me was stopping. How about that? Because just like when you fall off of your workouts, when you get back to the work, oh yeah, oh poor Faye. Faye said my bladder never adapted. Oh, poor baby. When you stop working out, right? And you have to go back. When you go back, you like, why did I do that to myself? So that is one of the main things about me that made me stopping was having to start again. Woo! That first workout after you stop working out for a while and you go back, that scared my behind. That's the ultimate. Get your tail up and work out. Because I don't want to feel like that again. That sucks. That sucks. But once you get past that and you're used to it and you get into your groove of working out, then you don't ever have to worry about that again. So what's my advice? Any takeaways that you could take from this live today? Stop stopping. Get up in the midst of your storm, whatever you're going through, whatever life is life, and all the kids is going back to school. You got to get this, you got to get that. In between all of that mess that's happening, all of the things that's fire, all the missiles firing around you, start your journey right then. Because that way you know that you can find time to fit those workouts in. You can find time for you in the midst of all the craziness. And then you won't have to be coming on to Coach's Live no more talking about, I will coach, but life is lifing. Because life is always, always, always gonna life. Always. All the time. There's always something. When we say that, us black folks, we love to say that. There's always something. You damn Skippy. There's always gonna be something, and it's gonna come out of nowhere when everything going smooth. Then boom, you ain't got no electricity. Like life is always going to life, but you matter in the midst of all of the things happening. You matter. Your health matters. What you do, what you're eating, how you're taking care of yourself matters more than anything else. Because if you go down, then what? That is scary as hell. When you have, if God forbid, you have a health scare, or not even a scare, something really goes wrong. It sucks. It's like, it really puts life in perspective. And we're trying to avoid it. And I don't know about y'all, but I ain't getting no younger. Ooh, child. And I'm fighting this perimenopause, Lord. Faye said, that is facts. My hip been yelling at me since we started my Pilates. Yes, it's yelling at you like, oh yeah, this is what you get for stopping. But you know what, Faith? Slowly but surely, slowly but surely, you're going to start to feel better. You'll start to feel stronger. And some of those aches and pains that you feel in the very beginning won't be as severe. Now, you'll still feel sore. And if you ever come to my class, you just might feel very sore. But then you'll feel better. Yay! I don't know why y'all be scared to come to class. It's really not that bad. You'll live. You'll be alive the next day. I ain't gonna say no names of people that have said they was coming to class, but I ain't seen them yet. I ain't seen you yet. I ain't gonna say no names though. I gotta bring it back there all the time. Because my classes are fire, y'all. Like, what are you even doing? Like, she said, look, Homebody Trish said, be direct. Do you know that movie? What movie was that? I think it's called 9.5 Months. You probably don't remember this part. Me and my sister watched a lot of movies over and over. But in that movie, he was like, you're so direct. You see how like, she said, go on and say my name. Say your name, Trish. Say my name, say my name. So Trish, you did say, did y'all watch Insecure? You remember that episode where they played the game, you did say? You did say you was coming to class. And somebody else in this chat, I ain't gonna say, well, she ain't say I could say her name, but there's somebody else that was like, I'm coming back, coach. You did say, I'm here every day, Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. So Trish, you send me an email because, if you go on to the link on my main page and you just create an account, that's all you have to do, because you won the free classes. So just create an account and then I'll sign you up. You for sure want to do next week's classes, correct? And what do you have any equipment in your house, Trish? You need some weights, a mat. Okay. Okay, you got equipment, you good. You just need weights, mat. If you have a yoga ball, like the big yoga ball. But if you don't have any of the equipment that I'm mentioning, or if you didn't have something that I was using in class, I'll do a modification. So don't worry. Yes. Danielle said, listen here, Babylon. I never said when, but I will be back. Woo! So I am coming, Coach. Don't do me like that. Yo, y'all, look, when you see this popping out of my head, yo, y'all tickle me. Do you understand? Y'all tickle me. That is so funny. Look, Homebody Church Danielle next week. Where's Jay at? I know she was driving. Jay! Let's scream for her. Maybe she'll pop up. I remember one time, oh my gosh, there were so many of the Are You Liked In people in class one day. That was so fire. That was so fire that day. That was a couple months back now. Where is Honey? Honey love a friend. Where's she at? I will try tricks, especially since my clients are wilding in the streets. You know, when people say I will try, I did a video on that, talking about that once. And in the video, I'm not saying that this is what's happening right now, but in the video I had said, when people say I'll try, that's giving themselves an out. So instead of saying I'll try, it's better if you say I will. I will try. Try just, it's like giving yourself like an out, giving yourself an excuse, you know? We don't want to do that. We want to hold ourselves accountable. It's like I say, I'll try to be in class tonight. I'll try. That's like, you know, if nothing else in the entire world is going on, anything besides class is going on, then maybe I'll come. That's kind of the same thing. If you say I will be there, if someone, like, say for instance, like if somebody's gonna deposit $100,000 into your account and they'll say I'll try to have it to you by 3. Does that make you feel assured that you're gonna have that money in your account by 3? Or if they say the money will be in your account at 3 o'clock, what one makes you feel a lot more secure? If they say I'll try to have it in by 3, I'll try. And then when it's your money, you're going to start popping your neck. I'll try. Try. It's like if YouTube, you know, with your monthly check, if they like, we'll try to have it to you by the 21st. And you're going to be like, okay, YouTube, that's fine. I'll try. Danielle said, I will purpose in my heart. I will purpose in my heart to investigate the possibility and the probability of my imminent return. Trish said, I will feel secure once the funds hit. Whether they say will or try won't make a difference. Whew. That was great. Y'all are funny. Whether they say will or try, it don't matter. It's true. Right, you're right. Because, look, when it comes to money, you want to see returns. Give me that money when that deposit hit. Here is what I will do. I will do. Look at that. I will check my schedule. All right. Check that schedule and then open it up from 7 to 8 o'clock. And I'll see you in class. And we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. I'm not picking on you. I love y'all. All right, guys. I have to head on out and finish up. One last thing I want to finish up for the day at work. We had a fabulous time, did we not? And what can we take away from the live today? Stop stopping. Yay. Stop stopping. Start when life is lifing. Amen. And drink your water. Drink your water. Stop stopping. Do it anyway. Those are the three. I think those are three good tips. Is anyone going live at some point today that they want to talk about really quick? Not talk about, but let everybody know real quick before I hit end on this live. Is anybody going live today? Anybody have anything going on today that they want to promote real quick? And you're going to laugh just like that when you add 10 extra reps. Me? Laugh? Hey, Lala. Lala said it's Wednesday. That's right, Lala. Mimi said she got the chat room later. Anybody else got anything that they were going to be doing? Do you know what time, Mimi? Lala saying hi to everybody. Hi, Lala. I'm about to end the live though, guys. So, Lala, you going live anytime soon? I know you took all the YouTube off your phone. Heading to sleep maybe 7 hours. Danielle said, yes, you. Ooh, it's fun to add 10 extra reps. It's good. It's good for the soul, you know. All right, guys. I got to go for real. So I will talk to you guys later. Tomorrow. I probably won't go live again. Oh, I might do like a silent workout live for class when I do class. I might do that later. So if you want to work out tonight at 7, you can. The thing is, when I do those lives, I have to mute it when I'm playing music. But you can still see the movements, and then I unmute it when I'm doing my demos in between workouts. So you can work out with me. It's just you won't hear the music. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to share the playlist, but sometimes I share the playlist, and you can follow along with the playlist if you wanted to. So if you wanted to work out, I went live on my other channels. When? I didn't see it. Y'all gotta schedule these lives so I can at least see or something. I'll be missing people's stuff. And that's gonna be at 7 o'clock, guys. Just in case you felt like working out or you wanted to check out what my class is like, you could do that. That was great. And then didn't I catch up? Like, what happened? I came into the live like right after class or something like that. Right? Faith said nothing was more hilarious than Anthony's being on live and missing class and saying she's leaving to go to class but never leaves. think right after my class, I saw that she was on live. I think that was that the same day. I think so. Days getting mixed up, but I think so. Danielle said, "You are amazing. Thank you for being your amazing inspirational self." Oh, Danielle, thank you for saying that. I appreciate you. Do you have a dry erase board to write exercises for them watching silently? So I have a dry erase board. What I do, Mimi, you know what? I don't know what you're doing around 7. I don't know if you said you're gonna be asleep, but if you're up and not like doing something, just watch the live and then let me know what you think. Cause the way that the way that my class is structured, I actually do a demo of exercises and then we do the circuits. So I don't know. Check it out and then let me know if you think it was, because I do have a dry erase board, but I have it for me so I can remember the workouts. But if I need to prop it where the people watching can also see, then that's good. I did catch it at the end. But check it, like, if you can, Mimi, I would like your advice on that, like your opinion. Like if you can watch and see how I do class, and then if you think that will still benefit, then I'll do that. I do need another the dry erase board I got is so it's been used for years and years and it is broke down, child. I need some new ones. But what I could do is kind of turn it so that the audience can see it too, because I have one that I use for me. So if y'all want to work out, 7 o'clock, y'all, you get a free workout, free class. It's gonna be on live on my channel. I'm gonna do it today. It's gonna be live on my channel. You could do the workout. You could follow along. You could play your own music if you want. I'm doing them on my regular channel right now, but eventually stuff like that is only gonna be on my members. I haven't had a chance to sit down and fix my members, but I'm gonna be doing that. And when I fix it, there'll just be one tier for my membership. I don't like the 2-tier thing. I'm gonna have one tier. So if you're a member, then great. Hey. And then when I get to a space, I'm going to do all of my challenges on Patreon. So it won't be on YouTube at all. But for right, because the way that I do my workouts, wait, you can't work out? Mimi said I can't work out. You can't work out, Mimi. Oh, I'm sorry. The way that I do my workouts, I can't, like, putting it on YouTube doesn't work because you can't use this copywritten music. And that's my co-host. my playlist is my co-host. So I don't really know how I can translate the way that my workouts go on YouTube with like that copywritten music mess. I don't know. If you guys have any ideas about that, please let me know. But that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking when I do challenges and I'm going to be offering workouts and stuff. Oh, wow. And arthritis in spine and bones. I don't do much movement without getting stiff. Do you go to physical therapy, Mimi? Like, do you go to physical therapy? No. Hmm. The music isn't. It doesn't give me the vibe. I would have to really search for some song. It just don't give me the vibe that my playlist give. Yeah, so see, JoJo. We here, Joe. Because that's kind of something that I'm working on so that I can do some workouts on my channel. Is working with like up and coming creators to create good songs, like create a playlist and then be able to showcase them. But then also having like exclusive workouts with people that are either on my Patreon or doing my classes on Zoom, so I can still have that type of vibe too. But on YouTube, working on that. I've been in touch with 2 creators so far. I want to do like a whole, but I don't want to tell y'all that yet. Mind your business. No. The person beneath me is a bot, huh? Yes, triggers Anthony, but there's others too that I want to be able to showcase. Hmm? Are you out? All right. Work them on. See you later, Big Daddy. Bye. At the bottom of my heart. You are funny, Lala. That makes sense. Take the classic off YouTube for your members and Patreon supporters. Yes. But I want to still have like a workout, like a live workout that I'm able to do on YouTube that's not silent. Because my workouts are a big part of me, of a big part of Coach Mean Reen and why I even got that name to begin with, right? So I want to be able to showcase that on my channel and show those types of workouts. And also I think it's important for representation to see plus size fitness coaches. We see a lot of skinny minis and people that whatever all over the place, but we don't see women that are healthy as the lead and as the coach. You know what I mean? Do single exercise videos for YouTube. Like what do you mean? Like one exercise or one muscle group? What do you mean, Mimi? That's a good idea. Because there's a few ideas that I was thinking of. I was thinking of doing like a demo kind of video. Somebody said you were sweet, Coach. I didn't though. It wasn't me. Aww. Yes, it was. Brilliant idea, Mimi. Anything small either works. Yes, a demo. Yeah. Like demo exercises and also um like taking an exercise from advanced down to like and modifying it to show people that even if you can't do it this way, you can still do it this way. Like videos like that. But I've been playing around with how to present it. You know what I'm saying? Like how to present it. Just I guess I could film quite a few of them. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna do that. And short little videos for people. And also I'm going to work on a stretch. But see, I try to do a stretch video and YouTube put a damn ineligible for monetization on my video. I can't help the way everything is sitting here. And they said it was indecent or whatever the word is that they use. Inappropriate. I don't remember. I guess I would have to maybe put on a t-shirt in it, like a long shirt. Or videos using modified equipment. Yeah, like what you can use instead of, if you don't have weights, you can use this. If you don't have, how you can stretch without, if you don't have this equipment. Yeah, the girls made themselves known. I thought I was keeping it PG. They was like, And then there's another short I have where all I was doing was screaming that it was hot. And they did the same thing with that. They was like, put them things away. But anyway, y'all, let me go for real. All right. Thank you all for being here. I had a great time. Thank you so much for the tips and all of the things. I really appreciate that. And I'm gonna have to put that up on a different platform. So, because they said, But anyway, guys, all right. Thanks again. I'll talk to you guys another time or tomorrow, same time, same place. And see you later. Bye.